these are made.
What can be better than a full plate of smoky Canadian bacon, fluffy eggs, creamy cheese, with a toasted English muffin?
Tell you right now, not much.
Having all those flavors in a portable, handheld sandwich. McDonald's has turned this into reality with their famous Egg McMuffin, packing that complete breakfast into one delicious bite. It's
Yeah, honestly, I remember when we used to have the sausage griddles. Those were fire. When the griddles came out for the first time, next level. When we got some of that pancake and the egg. Stop playing.
more than just a sandwich, it's the creation that invented fast food breakfast. Let's dive into McDonald's supply chain and watch how they've perfected this breakfast icon, one savory layer at a time.
It's kind of wild.
Today, nearly every fast food chain serves breakfast, but back in the early 70s, it was practically unheard of. Burger shops would typically open their doors around 10 a.m., so if you wanted breakfast earlier, you had to hit up a diner or
10 a.m. for breakfast? Hell, that's a long ass time. Damn, so people wasn't waking up like all these coffee shops that people was going to is pretty much unheard of back then. Like nobody's getting up at 8 o'clock a.m. going to Denny's.
or cook it yourself.
I remember my dad took us to McDonald's the very first morning they had breakfast.
Classic.
Spotting this gap in the market, McDonald's franchisee Herb Peterson began developing the sandwich that would soon reshape our mornings. Inspired by his liking for Eggs Benedict, Peterson aimed to transform the flavors of that sophisticated dish into a portable, on-the-go meal. To do so, he first commissioned a local blacksmith to design a Teflon-coated ring that molded the egg into a perfect circle, fitting the sandwich precisely. Then, he topped the rounded egg with grilled Canadian bacon and swapped the runny hollandaise sauce.
Real quick, what's the difference between Canadian bacon and regular bacon? Like, can we really get the difference on that real quick? What's the difference between Canadian bacon and American bacon? Like, what are we talking about here? American bacon comes from the fatty pork belly. It's sold raw in strips and crisp up cooked, while Canadian bacon comes from the leaner pork loin, the back. Oh, okay. So pretty much when we're eating Canadian bacon, we're eating the pig's back. We're eating back shots from the pig. Great.
Sauce for a neat slice of American cheese. When he placed everything on a toasted English muffin, the first fast food breakfast sandwich was born, the Egg McMuffin. McDonald's owner Ray Kroc was sold on the concept, and in
Ray Kroc? That's who made it? Okay.
1975, Peterson's ingenious creation was launched nationwide, sending the Golden Arches into fast food breakfast history.
So what did Ronald McDonald make? Like, what did he create? If all these other people made these other items, then what did he make? Hold on, let me see something real quick. What did Ronald McDonald do? Two different figures, famous clown mascot, create. What did he make? Ronald McDonald didn't make things? Fun fantasy. Oh, come on. Okay, so he was a finesser? That's what he was? So what was he doing around those kids the whole time if he just finessed?
Now let's take the trip inside McDonald's supply chain and see how this breakfast favorite comes to life with today's advanced equipment. We'll begin at the factory level first, with the preparation of the English muffin, Canadian bacon, fresh whole eggs, and American cheese. After that, we'll visit the restaurant and watch the crew put it all together. McDonald's English muffins are supplied through a regional network of bakeries,
Did I just see Bimbo?
including
Okay,
Fresh
never
Start
mind.
and Bimbo bakeries.
Yeah, Bimbo? They're using Bimbo bread?
Through a regional network of bakeries, often including Fresh Start and Bimbo bakeries, though these names can vary by location.
Okay, what? I ain't gonna lie, that Bimbo bread does be smacking, but what is the Bimbo? What does Bimbo mean? I want to know, like, what does it mean? Attractive but unintelligent young woman. Social hyper feminine looks orientated. Oh, okay. So, oh, okay. So that's better than like. I feel like that's kind of like the same thing as like the blonde, right? Right? It's like, it got to be like the same thing as the, but it's a better way to put it. Okay.
And demand. Production starts with a blend of enriched wheat
This video
flour,
is taking way too
water,
long.
sugar, and soybean oil. After about 10 minutes of mixing, the dough reaches the right stretch and elasticity before being funneled atop this divider machine.
Oh my.
The divider forces out the dough while cutting it into individual portions. As the portions move along the conveyor, they run against a surface that shapes them into perfect round balls. These balls tumble off the end
Pause.
and onto a series of slides, picking up a coating of cornmeal as they descend. A cupped conveyor at the slide's end carries them to the proof box, where warm 95 degrees Fahrenheit heat and 80
Like, we need all of this to make bread, biscuits. Like, you need all this to make bread. All of it? Nah, bro. Like,
hasn't confirmed its exact source for its Canadian.
wait, what?
While McDonald's hasn't confirmed its exact source for its Canadian bacon, Lopez Foods is widely
That is so disturbing. So you're telling me we don't know exactly what the source is from? Okay.
known to supply much of its pork and beef products
Red flag.
through McDonald's Meat Network. It all starts with fresh pork loins, one of the leanest and most tender cuts from the pig's upper back.
Let's look at this. This is just...
These arrive fresh from the slaughterhouse in bulk 2,000-pound bins before heading into the curing line. A worker carefully prepares a brine mix of water, sugar, and curing salt, also called sodium nitrite, in which gives the meat its rosy color, mild saltiness, and prevents spoilage.
I'm not gonna lie and act like I know what sodium nitrite is. Sodium nitrite. What is that? What is it? Slight crystalline salt used, fertilizer, explosive glass making as a food preservative, and cured meats for color to prevent botulism? It's an oxidizer. Okay. So it's pretty much like just oxidizing it, essentially linked to health concerns like cancer. But excessive consumption is linked to health concerns like cancer, necessitating regulation. So it's like imperative that you eat this, like, in regulation. Like, yeah. Come on.
The liquid curing brine then flows through piping into an injection machine fitted with over 120 fine needles. As each loin passes underneath, they're evenly infused with the brine, adding flavor and tenderizing the meat from the inside out. After an 18-hour rest in the curing room, held at a chilly 28 degrees Fahrenheit, they move to a stuffing machine that shapes the batch of loins into a tube-shaped log. Caramel-coated netting is fed into the machine from one side, while the loins are forced in from the other, filling the netting as they go. The netting holds the tube shape and applies a touch of color to the outside.
This is disgusting.
Next, these logs are rolled into this large oven and steam cooked at low heat for about 5 hours, giving the brine time to work its way through every bite. The stacks of slices are then vacuum sealed for freshness, packaged into boxes, and delivered cold to McDonald's locations.
Can we?
The Egg McMuffin stands out as the only item on McDonald's menu made with a fresh, grade A whole egg cracked just before the sandwich is prepared. These eggs are sourced from Cargill, a partner that works with independent farms to supply only cage-free eggs to McDonald's locations across the country. On the farm, hens around 20 weeks old eat a well-rounded diet of corn and soybean meal enriched with minerals and vitamins, and typically lay 1 egg per day. Once they're laid, the eggs are collected and conveyed through this grading line for inspection, sizing, and market preparation. First, they go through a 120-degree sanitizing wash to clean off any soiling matter.
Yeah, let's clean
Next,
them
they
and give them a
travel
nice
over a
bath.
handling table where trained inspectors and cameras check for blood spots or cracks before an
that's right.
automated sensor assigns a grade to each one. Only the grade A eggs are approved for McDonald's, and these proceed forward to be sorted into the appropriate carton. The cartons are carefully boxed, chilled, and loaded onto refrigerated trucks headed for McDonald's restaurants, where they can remain fresh for up to 3 to 4 weeks. Foods. Their
Honestly,
formula, texture, and shape on your McMuffin. They begin with giant blocks of cheddar and Colby cheese, which are fed into this large grinder that pulverizes them into a uniform mixture. The shreds get melted down before emulsifying agents are mixed in to stop the cheese from separating when heated on the grill. Then, a touch of food coloring gives it that familiar orange hue. After cooking for about 1 hour, the molten cheese is spread into a thin sheet, cooled slightly, and cut into ribs.
This is disgusting. I'm getting grossed out by this. So, like, in-store prep, like, come on, like, so you mean to tell me we need a video to describe how to make a freaking Egg McMuffin sandwich?